storytellers. I am so excited to introduce you to them. We're going to start off with with Margaret Burke. Let me just tell you a little bit about her. Yeah, go ahead. You can applaud. Oh, I guess I should tell you before I bring Margaret out. If this is your first time, it's a story. This is a story. It's a slam. It's a serenade. It's a place to be heard and hear about the human condition. It's the old school front stoop. It's the modern day confessional, where folks like us go to weave and unfurl, where a story leads to a song and then a song leads to a story, and the beat goes on and up and out, and your feet tap to the rhythm, and your hands meet in appreciation, and your heart pounds in anticipation for the chance to share your voice. And we hope that you do. We hope that you make it a point to get on stage and cross that off your bucket list to tell a story at VoiceBox, because it's a really fun thing to do. Okay, so Margaret Burke is a gal about town. She has been telling stories forever. She's a magnificent storyteller. I just was telling with her downtown recently at Ada Chang's storytelling night, and she was amazing. And she hosts like 5 billion different story events, so I'll just read off a couple of them. I like to exaggerate. They say, don't let exaggeration get in the way of a good story. So she hosts an open mic over at the East Gate. It's the second Friday of every month. So you can go over there if you want to tip your toe in the storytelling pool and try out an open mic. That's a really safe and easy way to begin. She also has at Hamburger Mary, awesome fun place. Get a good burger, and you can listen to storytellers on the third night, Sunday of the month. And then also she is the first Saturday at 7 p.m. at the Dominican University. So she is not only a storyteller, she's a story producer, and she's amazing. Please give it up for Margaret Burke.
I'm toothless, I cried, startling my husband awake on the morning of April 9th, 2010. I sat up in bed, holding in my hand a gold and porcelain bridge of 3 false teeth that had filled the left side of my mouth for the last 50 years. See, this is what happens when you turn 65. You disintegrate one body part at a time. Don scooched over and took me in a hug and said, 65 is not that bad. I said, yeah. That's because you look like the ever-youthful Peter Pan. And dove back under the covers. I'm not going, just call the kids. We'll order pizza, I'm not going out. No, Don bolted upright. He said, this is your birthday. We have reservations at this really nice Italian restaurant. Well, I trudged into the bathroom to take a look. The hole in my mouth reminded me of Baba Yaga, the Russian witch of folklore, who lures children into her home in the forest and eats them. Too bad it's not Halloween, I mused, imagining myself with pointed hat and long fingernails opening the door to unsuspecting little trick-or-treaters. Come in, my pretty. Come to Granny. Margaret, what are you doing in there? Don called. Practicing? Practicing for what? My future. I sulked back into the bedroom. Oh my God, you look 10 years older. Don slipped. Catching himself immediately. I didn't mean, yeah, right. I dove back under the covers. Cancel everything, I am not going. Bad back, half blind. Now my teeth. Happy birthday to me. Don offered a solution. We'll call your dentist. It's Saturday, he's not in. I think he's in, he's not. Well, I remember you going to the dentist on Saturday. Well, I don't. Well, my dentist is in on Saturday. Well, good for you. Margaret, would you just go? I don't want to. Call? No. It's your birthday. I'll call. And watching him leave the bedroom, I called out after his ever youthful back, "You might as well sign up on Match.com. I'll be dead in a year. You can marry a younger woman." It had been a hard year. I mean, I thought I would grow old gracefully, but the reality of the losses was real. I had a herniated disc in my back, loss of vision in my right eye from glaucoma, and now my teeth. On my birthday, it was just too much. Don tugged at the covers. He said, "Guess what? Dr. Chef is in till noon and he can glue that bridge back in." Leave me alone, I'm growing a hunchback. "Margaret, come on, get up, you'll feel better." I said, "Okay, I'll go to the restaurant, but I won't eat. I'll sit in the corner and smile with my mouth closed." "Margaret, you never smile with your mouth closed. Just go to the dentist, get your teeth fixed. Come on today. Look, I'll drive you downtown, I'll wait for you, anything." "No, I get it. You'd be embarrassed to be seen with me." "I'll go. I'll get the car." We sat side by side, 20-minute ride downtown in silence. I could feel his sweetness. I just couldn't take it in. 7 p.m. I was delivered, teeth firmly attached, makeup disguising the red eye, lumbar support behind my back, to a tavola, a nice little Italian restaurant in the Bucktown neighborhood of Chicago. The maitre d' opened the door and I looked in behind red velvet curtains and I saw white linen tabled cloth, and I saw people like talking with pleasure and eating with relish. And then the maitre d' said, "Mr. and Mrs. Burke, I have your table reserved upstairs." I looked at the long, narrow staircase. At least my knees were working. But the aromas lifted me step by step. It was just garlic and basil and oregano and fresh bread, noodles, tomato sauce, veal, parmesan, lasagna, Chianti, tiramisu. Oh, years of flavors. I wondered how many. And then we came to a little landing and a closed door. The maitre d' reached around me, and I thought I saw a twinkle in his eye. As he opened the door, there came a chorus of voices from the other side. "Happy birthday! Happy birthday!" Oh my goodness, my sons and their wives from Santa Fe, Nate, Willa, Jason, Linnell, and my David, Courtney, and friends, all these friends, Charles and Megan and Lisa and Gary and Peter and Dorothea and Don. A full-toothed smile split my face. The room was starlit April. There were candles and pink tulips and lilacs, and there were pictures, framed pictures of my 65 years hung all over the walls. And there was a blessing written by each person on origami paper that was folded and tucked into a pocket in a hand-stitched wall hanging. My family had been planning this for weeks. When I looked around and I took in all the love in that room, it put my ailments in perspective. It was a happy birthday, a very happy birthday. Abundanza.